your Pink Cadillac Sales Director, Michelle Cunningham, coming at you with the Fabulous Friday message. I am dying with excitement. It's like 1 a.m. and I can't sleep because I'm dying. Okay, so if you have been following me the past 3 weeks, I've been sharing about how I was going to launch this new Facebook Live, and I wasn't sure how it was going to go, but I thought I had it, thought it was going to be pretty good. Well, we just had it, and it was so good. It was so good that my mind is like exploding with excitement over it. And so I wanted to share with you just like what I did during it so that you can roll out your own Facebook Live. So I did a Mary Kay party on a Facebook Live event. Like, that's what I did. And 3 weeks ago, I said to my team, okay, we're going to launch this. And I rolled out, I gave them a whole document, like, here's what you're going to say to invite people. Here's how you're going to drum up interest on Facebook. And I did the whole thing. And so they did that, and people were interested, and they said, we're going to send you samples for free, but you got to be on the live. You can't miss the live. If you miss the live, you owe us $10 back for the samples. You know, we made people know that this was, like, serious if you were going to partake in it. And so people were like, okay, yeah, I'm definitely in. But there was this 3-week lead up. You know, like we had to order samples, and we had to get them in, and then we had to ship them to people, and then we labeled them. 1 was the cleanser, and 2 was the microderm, and 3 was the pore minimizer, 4 was the moisturizer, 5 was the eye cream, 6 was foundation primer, 7 was CC cream. That's what we sent. That's all we sent. And literally, we numbered everything. It didn't matter if you squirted them in little jars from Amazon, the little 3-milliliter jars you can get on Amazon, or if you bought the samples from Mary Kay. But we mailed them off to people, and we followed up, and we let them know it's coming up. You know, don't miss it, blah, blah, blah. Well, tonight, when I broadcasted live, immediately, within a few minutes, within a few seconds, there was 203 people on the broadcast. And it jumped up to as high as, like, almost 300. There were 350 people registered that were, like, in the group. It was the craziest thing. It was bananas. And every second, everyone was commenting. I've never had a live that had that many people. And there's people from all over my team. There's a few people that were not on my team that snuck in there, too. But it was so good. And I would love to involve the whole Mary Kay world in it, but the problem is I can't because that would be too many people. I wouldn't be able to manage it all. And I don't think Mary Kay allows you to do things if it's not with your own unit, whatever. But I want to just give you what I did so that you can duplicate it and do the same thing. And I will put together a document sharing all of this so that you can roll it out yourself. I have the document already made. I just need to edit it so people don't get confused on my groups and start adding themselves into my groups. But you could so easily roll this out. And if you know how to do a Mary Kay party, you could do a Facebook Live party. And you invite a lot of the people that you're friends with, and you all do it together so you get a lot of people on there. And it was the magic of having so many people on there and so many consultants and directors commenting and people that were guests commenting that, I mean, it was crazy. I showed the miracle set. I introduced myself. I just did like a Mary Kay party. I mean, no magic. Okay, guys, I'm going to tell you who I am. Then we're going to get started. If you're watching the live, let us know where you're from, who invited you, and if it's your first time using Mary Kay. And I told them my story. I gave them the 5 facts about Mary Kay, which I have this all written out in my 36-page skincare document. If you haven't seen that or you need it, I will post it on Facebook.com/Michelle Cunningham Dream Makers Unit. You can see my 36-page Mary Kay party. I just did that in the party. It was crazy. I did the 5 facts. Then I talked about each of the products, the Miracle Set. I also talked a little bit about the Voluform. I'm like, oh, if you want the Cadillac of skincare, here's the Voluform. The most unbelievable skincare on the line. And I was fired up. I was fired up, saying things like, if you are serious about being younger, you are serious and you want to look younger and you want to get serious about skincare, you come over to Mary Kay. That is what people do. They come over to Mary Kay because you know what? We are number 1 in the entire world. Out of all the direct sales companies that sell skincare and makeup, we are number 1 in the entire world. That means we are the best. And so when you want to work with the best, you come over to Mary Kay and you work with us. And we are scientifically proven, clinically proven. We are patented. I mean, you can't get any better than that. 1,400 patents. This company's insane. And that's why I love Mary Kay, because I'm really careful about the products I use on my skin and the products that I use in my house to clean with, because it's unsafe to use dangerous products. Mary Kay is so safe, and it follows the European Union standards. I mean, it is just insane. So I just want to steer. I was fired up. I was like that. I was crazy. But that energy, people feed off of that. So people are like, yeah, all right. So one lady's like, I want the Voluform. They were commenting. I wasn't even asking. I couldn't even read the comments. There were so many. So anyway, I get to the end. I said, okay, we're going to play a game called the Fabulous Game. I said, so there's a feedback form you're going to fill out at the end. And the feedback form is something I made on a Google document. I just made it up today. I was babysitting for 4 children today as I made this idea up. I just think of things in my head. But it was basically like, tell us your name, what was your Mary Kay consultant that invited you, if you're the winner of a prize from filling out this feedback form, what is your cell phone number? Then I said, okay, so you get 10 bonus points to enter to win a prize if you will post this on your Facebook page. And it basically was like, hey, my friend is, it was a post that we used initially, which I can share. I'll share this feedback form so you guys can make your own. But so you get 10 bonus points if you post this. So it was like, hey, my friend is doing a skincare thing. You get free stuff in the mail, and you can try skincare and blah, blah, blah. Let me know if you're interested. Just post below. And then she would tag like her friend in it, the Mary Kay consultant. And then the feedback form also asked, like, what do you think about this format? How was the time of day? Was this good for you? When we do our next one, would you like to be a participant? It just asked some, like, really strategic questions. There were some other good ones in there. I just can't remember what the ones were. Okay, so I told them that when you do don't go do the fabulous game right now, but after, when you fill out the feedback form, post it on your Facebook page and tag your Mary Kay consultant. So I didn't want everyone to leave it live in the middle of it. And then I gave them option number 1, take home products. I went through the closing sheet, and we mailed them closing sheets. So they had to star the things that they would take home if money were no object and circle the things they'd actually like to get started with. And then I went over the opportunity. And within a few minutes of the airing being done, it was 45 minutes long. I tried to keep it at 30 minutes, but there's just no way. It was 45 minutes, literally start to finish. And I was like, goodbye. Within seconds, my phone was blowing up with consultants like, oh my gosh, I just sold a volley firm. Oh my gosh, I sold a miracle set. One girl's like, I just recruited 2 people. Another girl's like, I recruited 2 people. Another girl was like, I sold $1,096 and they keep coming in. I personally sold, I don't even know how much I sold yet. I got to add it all up. But it's like 500, but I haven't checked in with everyone because I had 30 guests on there. That was like crazy. I was trying to get my kids to bed. It was nuts. And my team, just so many people posting. That's not even like, there was just so many. I got people interested in joining my team. I got people that want to buy. I got, oh my gosh, I got to follow up with everyone tomorrow. Like, people were going bananas. And I was like, that was awesome. Like, that was so home run awesome. But what was awesome about it was there were so many people on it, 250 people. And so I don't think it's awesome if you do it every day, right? I don't think it's awesome. I think it's awesome if you launch one every 3 weeks, because it doesn't take 2 weeks. It takes almost 3 weeks to kind of get your whole team on board, then, convince them to order samples and get the samples in 5 days later, and then, take 3 or 4 days to package them up and then mail them all out and get them to people before the event. I think it's about a 3-week process. So if you want to do this, if you want to do it regularly, I wanted to first prove it worked. I proved now that it works, right? So I'm like, oh, this is awesome. So I think I'm going to do them more regularly, probably every 3 weeks. But I'm going to see if my audience attendance grows or if it starts to shrink. And if it starts to shrink, then maybe it doesn't need to be so frequently. That's the unknown. But you want to have a large audience size. So you want to involve a few of your friends, whatever you got to do to make it a big group, or your team, whoever. So anyway, isn't that exciting? And you can excite your team about it. Like, you'd be like, hey, girl, is there any way you get 10 people on? Like, we're trying to do this in a big way, and I could use your help. So you get everybody on your team bringing people on, and all they have to do is watch. And then you just got to go on and be really super animated. I was like, all day I prepped for this. I was super, super into it. That's what I spent my whole day doing. But it was so worth it. It was so worth it. It was such a home run. So anyway, it's 1:05 a.m. I was so excited. I just had to leave this message. It's not totally put together as like a, here you go, roll this out, but it is I'm giving you kind of what I did, because it was just a Mary Kay party, and it was virtual, and people loved it, and they filled out a feedback form, and I told them their consultant would reach out to them and ask them some questions. And so I'll send you that document I sent to my team. I'll post it on Facebook.com/Michelle Cunningham Dream Makers Unit, so that you can recreate your own. It's not hard. Oh, it's not hard. It was not hard. It was awesome. The whole thing was awesome. So anyway, I'm super fired up. This is not replacing Mary Kay parties. It is in addition to Mary Kay parties, or it is for the people that don't hold parties ever and that won't hold parties ever. It is a great option for those people. Do you know what I mean? So if I can help some people on my team that would not otherwise hold a party, and we get in front of some people and we introduce more people to Mary Kay, then hey, Mary Kay would have loved that, right? She wants everyone to try our products. So if this is how we capture people while they're in their house, drinking a glass of wine with their pajamas on, then so be it. So anyway, I just wanted to tell you it was awesome. It was so beyond awesome. I'm thinking probably 10,000 or more in sales came in from my team. It hadn't stopped adding. Like, people just kept posting. So tomorrow and the next day we'll kind of see how many new team members we got from it and all that jazz. I think over the next week it'll really kind of show. So yay. That's all I want to say. Yay. So again, what is my name? My name is Michelle Cunningham. I'm an Executive Senior Pink Cadillac Sales Director with 6 first-line offspring sales directors, 6 second-line offspring sales directors, 4 third-line offspring sales directors. We are working on a national area. We're going to shut this down. I'm so excited. Everything's exciting. Okay. I love you all. Have a fabulous Friday. Goodbye.